today we will be taking a look at Focke Wulf 190 D-13. You're gonna be seeing me at low altitude for the first game and for the second game, so it's gonna be a long one. Strap in, get something to eat. I'm gonna be more at high altitude and more how it's meant to be played. But the first game is how we're going to see this plane played a lot. Because quite frankly, allies like the ground pound, especially the A-D4s, A2Ds and whatnot you will face. A2Ds you will actually not face in this thing, but as a side, you will find a lot of ground pounders and you will have to fly low in order to win. Because you might kill the whole team, but you're gonna lose on tickets. So that's why you're gonna see me at low alt in the first game. Without further ado, let's get right into the game. I see 3 people right in front of me. The F7F is gonna outrun me. This Spitfire seems to be quite slow and I'm probably gonna kill him. The Tempest is on fire and he's not actually gonna be a threat to him because he's already dead. So I'm gonna go for the Spitfire that's closer to me first. Shoot his tail off, he's dead. This Spitfire isn't paying attention at all. I can't hit him for some reason. And then I get some hits and I blow both plane apart. I'm still going 550. And this plane has a very good retention. So I'm just gonna dive out a little bit, get some separation for the F7F. Because there's still a lot of shit around me. And I don't want to be too hasty with this, because when you disposition yourself, if that's a word, you will find yourself in a lot of trouble. I want the F4U dead, and I want the Wyvern dead. For the reasons, they are ground pounding, they're bleeding our tickets really fast. Shoot a bit to his left, pull up, crit him. I was shooting to his left because he was still turning, so he will more like move slowly to the left side of my plane. So if I shoot a bit to the left, he will gradually fly into it if he pushes the head on, which he did. And that's why he got crit. F7F is leaving me alone for a little bit, get another hit. He's shooting his missiles across. Look how far he hits that tank. Look at that, he actually killed it. With the F4U crit, killed his engine as well, so he's not going to be a problem anymore. So what I want to do is go up with the Wyvern. The Wyvern has very poor retention, so when I go up and he tries to follow, he will most likely stall himself out. He seems to know this. He is of course faster than me, but I have more energy at this point and he's ground pounding, so I will catch him in the long run. So just do a gradual dive on him. Shoot a little bit at 0.9. Get a game freeze because he explodes and he's dead. 4 down, checking the scoreboard. You always want to know how many people left. And at this point, I'm not feeling too good. Got an LF going on me, and I know this because he has the star, he's the premium. And the premium Spitfire can only mean he's either an LF or he's a Mark 5. And the Mark 5 isn't at this BR, and it should be in my team then. So what do I want to do against this guy? He's faster than me, he's an LF and he compresses, which means that I can probably reverse him. Of course, in order to reverse an LF, he has to screw up massively. So what I want to do is roll around his guns. And you see, he is a bit faster than me, he didn't chop throttle. If he had chopped throttle, I'd be dead. And he pulls into my guns and I blow him out of the air. Textbook reversal, but it still relies on him screwing up. I'm very low here and I'm pulling into the F7F. And because I'm very low, he couldn't get the shot on me and he had to pull out. His mistake was going straight up, so I just sprayed him down. I have plenty of ammo, 750 rounds of MG151s, which are, as you all know, not the worst guns in the game. And that's pretty much the game. The other Spit over here we're gonna mingle with, but it's a 2v1 and it's not very special. But I'm still gonna show you anyways. This plane is a joy to fly. The only thing is you have to have an energy advantage in this thing. Whether it be in terms of potential energy, so say altitude, have better retention, so go to same speed, let's say 700 as a Spitfire, you can go up and you will go higher than him. Those kind of situations, you want to be able to out energy your opponent. Because if you're not able to out energy someone, you're most likely toast. Couldn't get the shot there. Because well, the 190 is still very stiff. It is very responsive. It's a bit like the I-185 that I showed the other day. It's just a very stiff plane. Whoopty here blows his rudder off. And because I'm like hawking for that 7 kill. I was waiting for him to overshoot, but he killed him in time, so I couldn't steal it. Well, I could have, but I didn't. And now at the end of the game, it's just a matter of finding the bomber, which isn't that special. I'm just gonna cut to that because it's still 7 kills, and you know what my deal is with 7 kills, it's gonna be uploaded as long as the footage is good. I'm not gonna upload those FOU videos anymore, so I'm just gonna cut to that and I'm gonna go right into the next game. High skill gameplay. Now that's 7 kills, and I'm gonna show you the rewards for this, because you might potentially want to buy this thing, and for Silver Lions and resource points is very good. I'm gonna cut to that as well. Now keep 2 things in mind. The game is over, and the thing is, I don't have premium anymore, and I'm researching at tier 6, and I still got 8,000 or 4,000, and I got about 100k Silver Lions, and that's without premium. With I would have gotten 200k, and probably up to 20 to 30k resource points, which is pretty damn good. And a game later, we are joined by Green Fury as well now, and Reaper. He just happened to be in our game, but the problem is we are down 4 people. 2 crashed into each other and 2 left, so the squad is very helpful this game. We're gonna start off by prop hanging the P38K, and this low-key may have won us the game. He blew his wing off. I'm just gonna go that way, as I saw a dot, happens to be B-17, but there's a lot of stuff behind me, so I'm gonna extend away for now. Just gonna keep my speed, so I don't want to go into too steep of a climb. And the P38K just presents himself. Like, I can't help myself to do this. Just had to kill him. Feel kind of bad for that, but Reaper was fine with it, so I'm fine with it too. There's gonna be a lot of straight flying, so if you're not a patient type, if you don't want to watch like very long thought out gameplay and me talking not an awful lot, because there's not much to talk about, because it's a lot of patience, then I advise you to tune out right now. I'm not gonna waste your time, that's not what I'm here to do. But it's gonna be a lot of this, and that's how this plane is meant to be played, unfortunately. At this point I'm just trying to get some separation in between them. And I have a feeling that I'm not gonna be able to kill him on my own, which is probably a good assumption. And I see that Reaper on my left over there is not too low, so I'm gonna try to pop my smoke, get him below them, and hope in that way that they dive on me and that Reaper will get the energy advantage over them, because there's 3 of them. I'm not sure at this point if that's a P51D or P51H. It's probably an H, but I don't want to risk it. I'm not gonna try to turn fight 3 people at once, especially when all of them outturn you. Like, as much as I love 3v1ing in a dogfight, against planes like that, in this thing, it's simply not happening at these energy states. The F8F is actually tailing me. Whoopty on the other hand got crit by a B-17, he's trying to drive back to base at the moment. And Green Fury, I don't know what happened to him, but he's repairing as well, it seems. So it's me and Reaper pretty much alone here at altitude. And one thing about the F8F, it's very bad at high altitude. And this thing is very good at high altitude. So what I want to do is drag him up. Like, at this point, I can't handle the F8F with the 2 people right behind him, because they're unspotted. I'm not too sure where they are, and I know that the moment I start dogfighting him, it's gonna go wrong. One of them is gonna jump in, and as soon as one jumps in, well, it's over for me. I see a dot on the right. I think it's a B-17 at this point. I'm not too sure what it actually is, but it seems to be not coming towards us. So it seems to be rather safe for me to just keep the fight up as I planned it to go. Reaper has attracted the attention of the P-51 and the Spitfire. So I want to drag this F8F as far away as I can. And another thing about the F8F, it has very poor retention. So if you turn, it has one of the worst retentions in the game, same as the Wyvern. it dumps a lot of speed when it moves. P-51 is unfortunately coming to me as well. And at this point I think the P-51H, at least I think it's a P-51H, is running out of web. But he doesn't seem to be catching me, which is a good thing. So I just see Reaper deal with the Spitfire, and I'm hoping that the P-51 is gonna, or the Avid, it don't really matter. I'd rather have the P-51 break off to go for Holy Flying Cow. Because, well, Reaper is quite far away, he's busy, so he might like request for cover, and one of them might break off. And that's what I'm doing here. And yes, this is very boring gameplay, but this is how you are meant to play it. And there goes the P-51. God bless that P-51 having a brain. He's gonna go for Reaper. And now I'm alone with the Avid, and we're almost nearing 7 kilometers. So I decided to start making turn a little bit, because the Avid has very poor like energy up here. Its engine doesn't produce a lot of thrust at these altitudes. It's a naval fighter. Not the one like the FU-4, not the non-B, but actually better at altitude. This is one of those that actually worse. So I'm going to abuse that fully. And I start off with making him turn, and which is going to bleed a lot of his speed, and it's going to take him a very long time to get it back. And that's what I'm trying to do here. And yes, it's dreadful, yes, it's long, but this is what you're going to get yourself into. And a lot of people ask me, how do I fly the Focke Wulf 190, the Doras in general? And this is pretty much what you're going to get. Unless of course you side climb and you're above everyone, then you get a completely different story. Then you get more of a story like the first one, where you have a lot more energy and where you don't really compress. And here you can see the Avid is just falling out of the air. I'm still going 320 and I'm outrunning him completely in a climb, and he's not really climbing anymore. So at this point I'm gonna pitch up just a little bit more, and I'm gonna start a turn. And I'm guessing, like, I'm still outrunning him, and I'm going 250 roughly. So at this point I think it's safe to just do a turn, because there's no way he's producing enough thrust to pitch up into me. And Reaper just dragged their whole team low, which is low-key the winner of this game. P-47 crashes, which is also nice. But this FAF, like, he didn't even try. And you saw how hard he was trying to stay on me at the start. And he just didn't want, he can't anymore. Look at him, he's trying to turn and he just falls out of the air. And I'm going 300, picking up speed. There's nothing he can do at this point. He can dive out and he'll probably get away with it. But look at the energy difference. I can go up. I'm gonna convert that little bit of speed into altitude to do a little bit of high yo-yo, if that's how it's called. I'm not too good at energy terms. And he's trying to energy fight me. Look at him, he's trying to climb away from me. Very snarky reply in the chat, because he's gonna be at 0 meters very soon. Get a crit and he's dead. And because Reaper baited everyone low, I can also show you a bit of the high speed performance. F82, not much of a problem. I have a lot of energy over him. I'm at 6.2 and I'm going 450 IAS. So I can just go up, no problem. There's only one problem with the F82, it's very fast, it rolls very well, and it's just a tank. It's a pain to kill. It's a real pain to kill. He's flying straight, so I was gonna hose him, but of course he moved at the last moment. Not sure if it would have hit him otherwise, but you can see his roll is kinda annoying. I'm getting quite close here, so I lay off my web to cool my engine. I'm fast enough as it is. I'm right on a 6 and I don't need more power. So he dies as well. B-17. I don't really want to go for him, because I feel like that gunner is gonna kill me, which I'm not very much of a fan of. And then he starts shooting at me. I don't want any of that, so I pretend to pull in a bit, move out, and then hope that he gets a clean shot. And he does. Baited the gunners, he got a free kill. Spitfire, try to get a bit of a head on. I missed somehow. I was quite sure that was dead on, but you know, we all miss. I don't have an aimbot, unfortunately. Completely bait the Spitfire here. I was kind of baiting for myself and hoping that he would go for the P-51, but alas. Nice bait is a nice bait. I open up my radiators. The back on this thing is very good. P-51 hosing me down. Managed to get a hit in. Luckily didn't tear my wing off. I can just go up here. Yeah, I have way more energy than he does. And he's nosing down, so it's gonna be even better. He's nosing down in a way that I can just turn back onto him. But he pitches back up, and I'm just gonna extend. And there's very little he's gonna do. Because if he tries to go after me, he won't catch me. But if he's trying to, Green Fury over there will just sit on his ass. And be my guest. Go sit on my ass. He'll sit on your ass as well, and he'll be in gun range. And now it's just a matter of me having 558 rounds. 2 guys left. It's 2v1. So I can just hose him. No problem. No problem. I'm going 750. Look at the turn rate. No problem. Doesn't compress. FAF is still tumbling. I said he's gonna be at 0 meters very soon. And he's still in the air. He lasted longer than most of his team. He tumbled all the way down from 7 kilometers. And he's still rolling. The last guy was a B-17. And he's gonna land on the carrier. And with landing on the carrier, I mean that he flew right into the control tower. Well, without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll hope I'll see you in the next one.